Hello and welcome back to the DDO Tour Guide. Today we will be walking the Butcher's Path, recovering Garrison's pack, and stealthily repossessing a gem from some kobolds. So let's get to it. The Butcher's Path is a stretch of kobold-infested sewer here in the harbor. The sewer entrance is just down the stairs. The last Bravo to go down there never returned from his folly, and neither would you, if I judge aright. Is that so? I'll walk this Butcher's Path and return to brag about it.
You have set foot on the infamous Butcher's Path, a gauntlet that has inspired many grim tavern tales.
Right, so first things first. Secret door. We're gonna go through here because there's an event and a collectible.
As you approach the dead end, you hear softly padded feet skitter behind you. It's an ambush! You successfully fended off the ambush.
Right, and there's the optional for fending off the ambush. And that would come here. Turn this valve, because that is part of the optional to find the hidden treasure.
A large brutish ogre froths at the mouth and growls at you. It's Vorag the Vengeful.
So he actually doesn't always spawn there, but the collectible does. Activate the rune, pull the lever. Pick the lock.
You have found the hidden kobold treasure.
So each of those requires a different skill check. That needs strength, that needs a casting stat. Right. Just for the record, because this one is pretty long and you will likely need it, here we have the rest of shrines.
Countless kobolds scratch and scurry somewhere very close by.
Alright,
You wonder if these underwater pipes might lead to further slaughter.
we do, but we're going to hit that control panel. So we're going to get our dog out. Gonna get our collectible. And of course we unlock this. And we have an optional to kill this guy. And unlock this. His chest. And now we're back here. This time there's nothing there. This door is a strength check to open.
The stench is worse. You have slain the troglodyte champion.
Here we go. This will trigger an ambush. Which, if you are low on kills, or your kill 80 requirement, from not doing the other optionals, can be a good way to get that. Now here's the next dressed shrine, which you may or may not need. If you're going on a harder difficulty, you probably will need it. Just want to double check that I got the collectible. And pull the lever. Yeah, I got the collectible. And another hidden door with nothing in it. Throw some more kobolds. And we're not going to go up first, we're going to go down and to the right. There is sometimes an optional guy who spawns here as well. It looks like he has not spawned this time. So back we go. Now we kill the witch doctor.
You have walked the butcher's path and lived. No easy feat, even for the bravest of warriors.
And we have a quick exit here. So we can turn this in to Uhura here. You made it through the butcher's path alive. What courage, what nobility. You're stronger than anyone who came before. I can't wait to write about you in my diary. And we'll grab a dagger. If I try to consistently grab daggers, then I should be able to easily identify them for disenchanting. Now, as promised, we will head to Garrison's pack next. Ooh, what? Sorry there, lady. I'd be a little distracted. Me tools have gone missing thanks to Islar, that scavenging beast of a troglodyte. Claims to be an underlord, whatever that is, but he is nothing more than a thieving wretch. Don't suppose you'd be willing to go down into the scavenger's warren and get me tools back, eh? Yep, I certainly would. Alright, and down we go into the scavenger's warren. Now we're going to do a lot of backtracking in order to show everything in this one.
As you enter the sewer, Garrison calls from above. Be careful down there.
Don't want to get ooze ambushed.
At the end of the tunnel, you see a makeshift gong and a lone kobold.
He'll summon people if we don't kill him. Now, north here. That guy will also summon things, so we're going to pull that. Grab our mushroom. And now we can proceed safely downwards.
A soft sound, like that of a snoring animal, echoes along the tunnel.
Adventurer's Pack, collectible. Shrines in here. Nothing really of note.
The section of the sewer tunnels appears less traveled.
Now this section is completely optional. So you may saw we killed the red named here. And it gave us a named dagger. Spider, pull a lever. Another lever. Just pulling all the levers. Another collectible rubble. And another red named for an optional and a chest. And because you went through the extra effort to kill a bunch of extra stuff, they do give you an extra set of shrines, but it is time to return to the main quest at hand. You can see that there's another chest here, which means I missed a lever. There it is. There we go. Now, as you can see, there was a trap here. But there isn't a box to disarm it. It's because that switch is what disarms it. More levers. Collectible. Kill that dude. There's sometimes a rare spawn here, but it did not spawn this time. We're going to go double check. So sometimes there will be a chest here, but there is not this time. So we're going to take this path first. Right.
You notice a dim signal crystal above a lever on the far wall. Metal grinds on metal, and ripples spread across the water.
So now we have to pull the one on the other side. And we will
metal
check for...
grinds on metal, and ripples spread across the water.
There we go. There's the rare spawn. And as you can see, there is a collectible in the water here.
Two signal crystals are placed above a metal gate.
Those are the ones that we, of course, already opened.
You leave the festering sewer water, only to be assailed by a pungent new scent.
Alright, just slow her down. Now, occasionally, there will be a rare spawn and a chest here. We did not get it this time.
You see a pack that has been unceremoniously discarded beside a brazier.
And this is the pack that completes the quest. So now, we need to go be stealthy. As before, we're going to grab a dagger so it's easy to identify. And we're going to run our way over to Stealthy Repossession. Kobolds. They're stupid creatures and cruel, but sometimes they have a few coppers. Last month I got my hands on the cheapest glass gem you've ever seen. So naturally, I found the nearest kobold shaman and sold it to as the Dread Eye of Kyber. You should have heard the noises he made, paid 10 times what it was worth. But now, word of the Dread Eye has spread to every kobold in Stormreach. Their self-proclaimed prophets are worked up shrieking, dancing, and carrying on. I'm afraid Kyber will tell them to eat some poor sailor, and then I'll be blamed. Say, maybe you could get the gem back? You just have to sneak by their profits without killing them. Now, this is a notoriously difficult quest on level, because it's very easy to fail, and you can't approach it the same way that you can most, because, again, it's a stealth mission. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. One is pure stealth.
A set of kobold footprints crosses and recrosses itself on the dusty floor. Sometimes the print... Several doors lead deeper into the warehouse. A high-pitched yapping noise is abruptly cut off before you can... The stink of unwashed kobolds pervades this room. You wonder whether washed kobolds would smell any better.
Note that the failure condition...
A stairway leads down into a lower section of the warehouse. Several steps are spattered with rust-colored spots.
Failure condition is only for profits. So I can kill all of the non-profits that I want. Assuming a profit doesn't jump in the way of the arrow. Now, another thing you can do is you can pull this whole section to start with and kill everything, including, like, 3 profits. This is, of course, Rest Shrine. Not that you will likely be using the Rest Shrine because, again, there is a low probability that you will ever do these side things because it is such an annoying quest to do on level. Of course, on level, you don't have Disco Ball. Adventures Pack.
Flimsy-looking suspension bridges converge on a central platform. There are many footprints in the dust and the rotting slats.
Alright, we're gonna kill the shaman, kill the warrior. That's a prophet, so we won't kill him. How are these things dying? I'm not dealing any damage to them, unless I have a damage reflect item on, in which case I should have taken it off before I started. Now there is an optional to kill kobolds, as you can see, as long as they are not the prophets. Now there is a collectible over here. There it is. Come on, lag. This is exactly the sort of thing that would make me fail if I weren't massively over-leveled. I did loot it. Shaman are easy enough to pick off.
A ramp descends into the warehouse's lowest depths. Surprisingly, the ramp is spotless and dust-free. This makes you feel uneasy.
Now note,
this must be the kobold's airside shrine to Kyber.
If you pick up the gem first,
strange and sickly light, it's slain too many prophets and thus failed the quest.
even though the line gets red and says that, as long as you kill them after you grab the gem, you're fine. If you die after you grab the gem, you're fine. Now, there is a collectible in this corner. And we did get our kill 25 optional done as well. And of course, loot this chest. So while I am cheating by being way over level and safe, you can use a very similar strategy to get that done on level without accidentally killing things with damage reflect. Just pull like the first half, kill everything, you'll be down like 3 profits, and then you won't get a big dungeon alert and you can take care of the rest. You got the gem? Wonderful. Now I can sleep at night, knowing that I won't be blamed for the next kobold riot. From now on, I'll stick to selling month-old meat to bugbears. Ooh, +0 insight bonus. And that'll do for part 2 of the Harbor 2s. So we got 3 done. We've only got a couple left. And I'll see you next time on the DDO tour guide.